Good morning, Sonia.
Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Diane. Back of Diane.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Hayden.
Good morning, Greg.
Diane's not feeling 100% this morning. Hello. So we're talking this morning a little bit about how to talk to your mom or dad, family, really. It could be anybody, about getting their affairs in order. How do you do that? Because, my mother and father always took care of me, and they were always really secretive about still are, about their. I mean, we just really didn't really talk about money and those things very much. So, it'd be a strange thing for me to broach that conversation with them. How do you do it?
I think a lot of people talk to their kids, and I don't think it's so much secretive. There's no icebreaker. There's no reason for them to think the kids need to know.
I don't want my kids to know how little money I actually have. Right? That's the thing. I feel confident about themselves.
Maybe if they did, they would spend less.
Maybe they would.
I doubt it. Grows on trees when you're that young.
That's true.
My father's been a little different than others, so he's always been open with us about what his plans are and why he's buying this piece of property. And I do the same thing with my children, but I know we're atypical. And working here, I've learned that there are a lot of parents who just don't want to talk about it.
Well, they don't have to talk to you about what they have or that type of thing.
You can talk to you about their plans.
It's just that with my parents, on one of my visits, I just said, "Oh, there's something I need to talk to you about or tell you about," and that was about getting the, power of attorney and the help. The health care and the general durable. Because people don't realize that if somebody has a stroke or a wreck or something, your hands are kind of tied if you don't have those filed. Mm-hmm. If they go out of Shelby anyway to Charlotte or anything. And I've seen people have to be declared incompetent. The children have to declare parents incompetent so they can make medical decisions or help them because it wasn't done previously.
And you can't make the same.
And at that point, you're stuck.
That's right.
If you haven't done it gotten the general durable power of attorney, healthcare power of attorney in place prior to that, you can't move assets. If there's long-term care needed, not a lot of options to protect assets.
And then you have to report to the court if you get guardianship.
If you get guardianship, that's right. There's a lot of reporting requirements. You have to ask the court to spend any money, right? Pretty much, yeah.
Approval. There's certain things you can pay, but you have to keep your receipts and
annual accounting.
And
what can happen if you don't turn in your annual accountings on time?
Well, you can get arrested if you don't abide by the rules.
That's true. It's very true. It's a very serious thing. So you can avoid that by just having simple documents like general durable powers of attorney, healthcare power of attorney. They're not simple documents, by the way. People think they are. The more you look at them, the more complicated they are. Sometimes I'll see people who have them that either they're not recorded or they were supposed to be some form document that was supposed to be initialed in certain places that wasn't initialed, or it has a clause in there against the wife acting in her own best interest or the husband acting in his own best interest, when that's exactly what it doesn't need to have, because they might need to move money back and forth or access assets. And that's not what the person intended when they gave out that power of attorney, and they just tried to do it on the cheap or something and messed it up, and it's too late at that point. So anyway, so that's very. So how do you broach that subject? You just talk to them, right? I mean, you just do it.
Just bring it up like
at dinner. At dinner.
Sunday afternoon dinner conversation.
Isn't that what you said you did?
Sunday afternoon dinner conversation, and all the families there, and just general conversation of, so in the event such and such happens, what would you want us to do? Well, I want you to do this, this, and this. Well, do you have those forms ready for us to be able to have in hand? Well, no, you can just tell them. Well, no, you can't. So it was just a Sunday around the dinner, and everybody was together, so we knew simultaneously, what wishes and desires were and how to get those in place, and who was gonna be designated to take care of what, so, do it over a fried chicken, it all works.
Estate planning over a fried chicken.
Some parents they're secretive, like you mentioned.
Yeah, mama.
They don't want their children to know their business.
That's right.
So
It says that
you
not-
sometimes have to go around a different way and let them keep that private until they pass.
Get things lined up to where you can help.
It's not knowing your business, it's taking care of what they worked hard for. I mean, you don't have to
That's
know
true, but from
all
their
the
point of
pieces they
view,
have.
they don't want you to know what they have.
I don't know why.
You know what I
Most of the
found?
time in a power of attorney.
That's true.
Oh, if you draft those documents, it's not in there. That's true. That's true. I found that by sitting down with me, a third party, like an attorney, I mean, so I do this all the time, and I sit down with people, and I will explain, hey, I just want to know the asset level, because I need to know if a trust is an option to protect assets, or if it's not feasible, right? Because we don't want to tie somebody's hands and put things in an irrevocable trust. We want to keep them liquid as much as possible, because they need their money and access to their money, obviously. But we want to protect things too, and properties with deeds. You can use trust with that too. But I'll sit down and I'll tell them, look, this is the reason. I want to know this. And the dangers are that 70% of every senior over 65 right now are going to need some type of long-term care, assisted living, nursing home, or in-home care. And those are big odds, and that costs a lot of money to give. So I need to know, what you have. And also, I'll talk about general durable powers of attorney. Like, if you get in that situation where, if I had a wreck on the way home, my wife couldn't do anything. That has my name on it specifically. She's stuck. So.
Well, one thing, you're their attorney.
Right.
You don't talk to their kids. They don't have permission. So they want to keep their secrets. They're with you.
That's true.
But they're still protected at the same time. And then when something happens to them, they'll get the information. The kids will get the information.
I mean, I'd love to see the kids come to the meeting,
Oh, yes.
but they don't have to.
That's right.
That's true. I do sit down with clients all the time that don't want their kids to know what they're doing. And that's, I'm their attorney. Attorney-client privilege says I don't say anything. This is...
Well, when we're talking about ways to initiate a conversation,
Mhm.
we have seminars all the time. And we try to keep those posted so that people can find out where they are and where they can go. And it may be at a senior center, it may be at a restaurant,
You mean-
it may be, and there are all kind of things that you could invite your parents to.
Sure.
Let's go hear them. I want to know whether or not I need to get a will because I've got a child.
Mhm.
Just anything like that. So.
Well, this was a better discussion than I thought. And you guys have already had some of those conversations, right, with your families. And I appreciate you sharing those this morning.
Do you want another idea?
What's another idea?
Buy Save the Farm. That's a great book. Give it as a
You
gift.
mean that book right there?
That book right there. And also Journey, the organization Journey, has a book where you can put all of your documents.
You get it together?
You get it
book?
together. That's what we call it. They don't actually have a name for it, and I think that's a perfect name for it. But they sell those for $20, and that could be a gift. Mom, this is where you can keep all your stuff in case something happens to you, so we'll know who to call as the plumber.
So
and
what
where your
a
documents-
great icebreaker, and to give them Saving the Farm.
Mhm. That's my favorite idea.
Whether you say anything to them or not about it, they're going to come to you talking about it, or or that's going to get them thinking about it.
Yeah, for only
because-
$20, it gives you so much information.
That's right. And how do they buy the book, Hayden?
They can buy it on Amazon. Got Amazon Prime. Boom. You can come here to our office and get it. We have what are the other sources? The other book sources. I know that we've got the audio version. and
Our
the
office,
version.
call our office, we'll mail it to you. Go to
Our website.
mcelderlaw.com/saving the farm. You can buy it right there. You can go to all the different versions. iTunes audiobook, Audible audiobook, ebook on Amazon and iTunes, Kindle enhanced ebook, which has videos explaining different parts of the book and interviews with different experts that we interviewed for the subject matter in the book. So there's a ton of different versions out there, but if you just want the print book, go to Amazon and buy it, or call our office and we'll mail it to you. Go to the website and buy it, or come by our office and we'll sell it to you. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us this morning at our morning meeting. It's just something that I've been thinking about for the last few days, and is how to talk to your parents about, or your family member, your loved one, about getting their affairs in order, protecting their hard-earned money and property, and keeping it in the family, and them having healthcare options and keeping in control of it for the rest of their life. So have a great day out there. Have a great Friday. And a long, what is it, Labor Day weekend?
Yeah.
Does that mean we're working?
No.
Are we working on Labor Day? Is that not what Labor Day is?
Honoring labor, not doing labor.
You're supposed to work twice as hard for no pay on Labor Day. I mean, that's what it's about, is it not?
We're gonna let you know that.
I mean, they named it Labor Day, not Day Off Day.
It's
I'll be here working.
It's honoring laborers, so you're honoring us by what?
I might actually let my hair down. And I might spend the day with a hot dog in my family. How about
Well,
that?
that would be nice.
Yeah.
At a pool.
Precious
Yeah.
memories.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a great Labor Day weekend. And, that's Labor Day weekend's a great weekend to get together with family and talk about over some fried chicken or hot dogs. Hey, anybody want no fried chicken on Labor Day? Hot dogs. Eat a hot dog with your parents and talk about McIntyre Elder Law and protecting your hard-earned money and property.
I'll be glad to eat your hot dog. Or hot dog and.
I don't even know what's going on here. I'm getting off the phone. Whatever.
You are on the
Peace.
phone.